everyone, welcome back to Oranges and Salt. My name is Carla and today I'm going to be doing what I call a barely there makeup routine. This is for people who don't like to wear a lot of makeup like me, or you're in a hurry most times and you don't have a lot of time to spend on makeup, or you don't really like makeup at all, but because of work or an event, you're required to put something on your face and you want to do something that's at a comfort level that suits you. Because I know YouTube beauty tutorials can be quite intimidating. So without further ado, let's get started. So first step, foundation base. I like to go with a really minimal coverage and then spot conceal where I need. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my foundation from Lula. All the information of all the products I'm going to be using will be in the description box. And then I take a tiny bit in my hand, mix it with some moisturizer. And then just wipe it in, smush it in as you would normally do. This is a nice sort of matte foundation, but I'm using a really glowy moisturizer to balance out. And then what I like to do is go in after that and then conceal or add a little bit more where I need. Ooh, didn't even close this. Shit. Okay, so I have a mirror off to the side here on a step ladder, so I'm trying to maneuver. Bear with. Okay, so I get pigmentation. Yes, it's like a natural contour. Nature gave me like natural contours by hyperpigmentation. That's why I often will never. That doesn't make any sense. I won't often wear contour makeup. The hell am I saying? You get the gist. So I put in a little bit extra on the sides, and if you have deeper skin tone, you probably get pigmentation around the chin area, these jowly areas. This foundation is not quite my tempo. It's a little orangey, but it's the orange undertone in it is kind of what I need for what's the word? Color correction. So even though it's not olive, it's not jarring on my skin. It doesn't look like, oh my god, that girl's wearing really weird colored foundation, and it blends in with the rest of my body too. So that was one foundation. Number two is concealer. And like I said, again, I'm going to be using, this is the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector in orange. It's not cruelty free, obviously, but I bought this before I decided on the cruelty free train, to get on that train. I don't know what I'm saying, but I use it under the eyes, just a little bit like so, and I just kind of leave it there for a bit. And this is also, it's not really what I consider concealer color. It's a corrector, as the name stipulates. But I don't usually use concealer. Just haven't found a shade that I'm happy with, and I've got the most crinkly under eyes ever. So I just correct, and then that's good enough for me. I don't need to put another product on, because that will be a disaster. So then sometimes I'll just wait it out, let it dry a little bit, and then I'll buff it in with my Cover FX tiny little foundation brush. I don't know the name. I shall insert. So by the magic of television, YouTube, it's dried out a bit, and then now I'm going to buff it in. So I'm just going to pounce and distribute at the same time and work into the skin. Whatever's left over, I kind of bring out here as well. I've been having good skin days. I've been eating better. I've not been sleeping better, but I've been eating better, drinking a lot of water, and I think it's really helped the texture of my skin. Although with this camera sees right into your soul. You're like, you really don't need to see every single, but if you want to see a close-up, there you go. And I use my digits to press the product into my under eyes because, like I said, very crinkly, especially this eye, it's got a really deep crease in it. And if I use a brush, it just, I don't know, it just messes it up. It never works. So I'm going to pat, pat, pat. And you see, it's quite brightening. What I like to do is also just roll in, so it like rolls right into them rolls, under eye rolls. I've got fat eyes. I really do have fat eyes. I joke all the time, but I have hooded eyes, and they've gotten worse with age. Okay, so next up we're going to set all the foundation slash concealer that I've used, and I'm going to be using the RMS Un-Powder. It's my favorite powder. It's so expensive, but I don't really like an oily T-zone. So I'm just going to pat down my nose because there's always a little bit, this little poof comes with it. Otherwise half the product, I think half the product flies away anyway, but more would. So I just press in the nose so that I use whatever's left in there. Then I take this brush. I got it in a Rubybox when I still subscribed to Rubybox like 1,000 years ago. And it's a great brush. It's never left my side. And I take a little bit out in the container. Shring. And now make sure it's still creaseless. And then I'm going to just gently swipe under the eye. This is the why I fell in love with this powder, is that it's the only powder at that time, I don't know about now, that set my under eyes and it just wouldn't crease throughout the day. And I've just decided I'm not going to look for another one. Once you found it, you found it. So that's under eye, and then I do a little bit on the lids. I'm not going to be using any eyeshadow today because I have really hooded eyes, and eyeshadow is just like, why? It's not really, doesn't really work on my eye shape. Sometimes I will try, but on mornings I'm in a rush. Last thing in my mind is like eyeshadow. I think as long as you have a clean base, slightly concealed, and a few other touches. And like I said, I don't like a very oily chin. Seems to be the trend now that everything's glowy. I like the sides of my face to be glowy, and then the middle to be matte. If I'm not wearing any foundation, I like my whole face to look like an oil slick. But with foundation, and I think it just lasts better throughout the day if the center of your face is somewhat mattified. I tend to be slightly oilier anyway, so if you're dry, maybe this won't make sense for you, but you're combo T-zone oily person. And the sides too. Don't like too much shine around here. Okay, that looks decent. Next step, I don't know what number it is, but the next step on my list is eyebrows. I feel like they frame the face, and if your eyebrows are folding decently, and even just lightly, just a little bit of color to and correction to the shape can really make the world a difference. So even when I don't wear makeup, the only thing I will do is eyebrows. So I'm taking the Nars 15 brush. It's a smudger brush, and like I said, I'm not using eyeshadow of late, but it's nice and dense, and it's for my weird curly eyebrows. It's really good to brush them through and kind of keep them in line. I'm talking about my. I'm trying to get closer. Okay, ignore that. So I'm looking into my mirror, and I'm just brushing through the brows. So I'm kind of mapping out the shape beforehand. And my eyebrows they're different to each other. You know, sisters, not twins, cousins. Sometimes if you have curly eyebrows, I feel like they're roommates. They're close, but they're not related. And now I'm going to take my Zuii Organic Eyebrow Definer, I think the name is, in Taupe. This is the most perfect shade for my eyebrows, and you can go quite heavy, you can go quite light. Today I'm going to use quite a light hand, and I haven't plucked eyebrows in a while. I'm kind of just letting them grow wild. And then I just fill in where I need it. The side is like blockier in the front. This is the good eyebrow. This is the bad one. But this one is fuller than this one. So this one needs more coloring in, but this one needs more finessing with the shape. So this is eyebrows done. They're basically, they look like they coordinate with each other. I don't actually think I even need a setting brow gel. And this lasts practically the whole day because it's slightly waxy, so it doesn't really go anywhere despite all the moisturizer on my face, which is great. Step 4, I think, doesn't matter, is going to be a mascara. I use a local natural organic brand called Hey Gorgeous, and this is I'm going to be doing a single review, a one and done on this one because it's my favorite mascara. Like I said, again, really hooded eyes, and most mascaras tend to land up here somewhere all over the place, but this one doesn't. It's the only mascara besides the Clinique, I don't know, it's in a silver tube, it's their tubing mascara that doesn't transfer on me. Everything transfers on me, like Lancome, it don't matter, and it doesn't really, I'm not really interested in Lancome anymore since Les and I are busy migrating or changing our entire makeup range, we don't have a range. Les and I are in the process of changing all our makeup necessities into green, clean, cruelty-free. So we're so happy to have found a mascara that works. So you can see the difference between that and that. I'm just doing a light layer, but you can really build it up. If you want a second coat, I think I might do that to show off the power of La Mascara. I don't apply mascara to the bottom lashes because I don't feel like it's necessary for every day. But if you'd like to play up your bottom lashes, you may go ahead and do that. Next up is, I'm going to be using a little bit of highlighter. I'm using the Naked 2 palette from, Pretty Naked 2 palette from 100% Pure. They actually have a stockist in South Africa, so it's quite easy to get a hold of. And then I'm going to be using a Hakuhodo, I don't know which number it is, but you know the drill. I'm using a teensy tiny bit because it's quite pigmented, and I just use it in the sort of, not anywhere close to the corner of the eye, but right in the hollows, and then just tickles. Blend, and then it's quite brightening, so I use a teensy bit at a time because it can become quite powerful all of a sudden. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter just down the bridge of my nose. I'm not going to be doing the sides because my skin's quite glowy, so I don't think I really, need that. And then just here on the brow, on the bridge of the nose. I don't like to put it like right on the tip because that's where my nose is the most bulbous, shall we say. So just here. There we go. That's highlighter done. And then I'm going to forgo any cheek color because I'm quite red in the cheeks today. I don't know what that's about. So I feel like I have a natural flush anyway. So I think that's the key to natural makeup. Just see what you need on the day. You don't have to do every single step. Everybody says, blush, highlight, contour, blah, 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 blah. So that's cheek color. Maybe just pinch yourself, give yourself a good pinch. And then that's you for the rest of the day. Okay, so the final step is a lip color. So something nice and natural, something not too different from your lip color. Or depends on what you like. Maybe you'd like something brighter, something juicy. But today I'm going with a neutral pink, one of my favorite pinks of all time. It's like a seashell pink. And it's in the Pure Matte lipstick range from Nars. And it's in the shade Tonkin. And I prepped my lips earlier with the Simply Be lip balm. And then I just kind of press it into the lips. And bottom lip. My top lip is substantially darker than my bottom lip. So I tend to put a little bit more color on the bottom to match, or just to make it a little bit more stand outery. That's not a word. And then maybe I'll go slightly on the top lip over the boundary line of my natural lip, just to give it a little bit more fullness and squish together. So we did it all. I hope you have a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Please like if you like, subscribe if you know what's good for you, and ring my bell, the little bell icon over there if you want updates. That's me. Bye.